Hey, we Joyful Church. I want to give you a preview of Sunday's message. We're back in our series on spiritual practices, and this week we're going to be talking about service, about humbling ourselves to care for other people, putting ourselves second, which is such a powerful theme, especially around Jesus. And I want to share with you just a couple of verses from John 13, verse 3 and following. This is where Jesus washes the disciples' feet. It says, Jesus, knowing that the Father had given all things into his hands, and that he had come from God and that he was going back to God, he rose from supper and he laid aside his outer garments, and he took a towel, he tied it around his waist, and then he poured water into a basin and began to wash the disciples' feet, and then to wipe their feet with the towel that was wrapped around him. So this very humbling moment that we've all heard about, but it's so powerful. And a couple of things I want to just bring to everyone's attention. One is that just a reminder that Judas was at the table. And as we interact with people that we struggle with in life, certainly this example from Jesus is very personal and powerful. The heart to serve anyone, whoever. And another thing is that at the beginning of this, it says that Jesus knew who his Father was, he knew where he came from, he knew where he was going, and that was part of the identity of Christ that allowed him to humble himself, that it wasn't about power, it was about who he was. And after just reflecting on that for a bit, it just dawned on me that, what Jesus is showing the disciples is that that each one of them, and myself and each one of us as believers, could say to another person, to any other person, it's okay if I'm less than you. It is okay if I am less than you. So we're driven so much by power, influence, achievement, status, position, wealth, ability, accumulation, whatever those things are. But Jesus just flat out shows that it is okay for us to be less than others. That doesn't mean that we are not valued by the Father. Our identity is still intact, and we are privileged to serve and privileged to find ourselves in a place of humility, even in the hardest moments. And we're going to talk a little bit about that on Sunday. So I hope to see you there, and have a